Thanks for letting me stay the night over here. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Problems at
Anytime.
home or whatever, so
Anytime, I
it's
know.
probably better if I stayed here.
It happens. It's fine. It's not a
I
problem.
appreciate it. It's
I mean, I just moved. I don't have a bed, so floor's where it's at right now. So
I mean it's. I sleep on the floor at the house anyway. I'm not allowed to sleep in a bed, so this is kind of comfy actually. So it's really not that bad.
not a problem.
I'm used to this. So
I gotta be up early. So
okay.
I mean, I enjoy your company, but it's just
okay. All right. Yeah, I'll let you go to bed.
okay.
All right.
All right, man.
Good night.
Good night. Do you think that ants dream?
Well, they're ants, so I don't really.
Like, do you
think
think that they dream like people?
Well, no, because they're ants. It's not like
What do you think they dream about?
ant things.
How many ants do you think are in a colony?
4,346.
That's probably right.
I guess it is. I don't know. I'm not an ant scientologist.
Do ants have sex?
I'm sure that they do.
If there's a queen, is it like she's the only one they have sex with?
She's the one shooting them out. So,
Do they take turns? Or is that just one guy's duty?
are you saying that they gang bang the queen?
Not all at one time. Like they take tickets.
They take tickets
Yeah, like they take turns.
to bang the queen.
Yeah, like you wait for your number, and then when they call it, batter up.
Like a deli line?
Yeah, but what happens if they miss their ticket? Like they call it and like you're sleeping or you're out moving dirt or something. You gotta wait for another like 186,000 ants before you can go for your turn again.
So what you're saying is a bunch of ants are just waiting in a line to get their nut off inside of their hierarchy queen.
Think of it as sexual deli slices of ham for ants. And what happens if the queen dies? Then, like, no one gets a turn because the one source of sexual release is now dead. Do they just wait until they die?
Well, there's always another queen, but
But then do you think some of the ants turn gay?
first off, I don't think a bunch of ants are waiting in line to bang the queen. Like, a bunch of ants are just waiting in queue, and they're like, oh man, I've been waiting since Thursday to bang the queen. Oh, I've been waiting since Wednesday. You know, Clyde's been waiting for 15 weeks now, and he still hasn't got it. He actually was in the front. He had to go and move some dirt. He came back. They already called his number. There was nothing that he could do. So you're saying, like, a bunch of ants are sitting in, and they're, what, they have a campfire already out? Like, one guy's already pitched a tent. Remember when Star Wars first came out? And a bunch of people were pitch tent in front of the theater. So are you saying like these ants are the fans of Star Wars and this is like the Star Wars of Queen Vagina? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think they just move dirt around all the time because they're trying to distract themselves from the fact that once that queen dies, nobody's having sex.
So what you're saying is once the queen dies, that's the end of it. That's all.
Well, I'm saying, what's the point of all the intricate tunnels? Because you would only need to make one tunnel that goes directly to the queen so you can get in and get out. I don't understand why they're making all these other pieces. Like, there's nowhere to go. If you are an ant, the only thing you're doing is moving dirt and having sex with the queen, then why do you need to go into other places in this little intricate thing you got going on there?
Why are they all having sex with the queen?
It's your duty as a warrior drone ant.
Why are they called drones anyways?
Because they are the ones that follow the orders.
Well, what if, like, we both have jobs, we both follow orders. Are we the drones of the human race?
That's completely different.
No, it's not. Like, say we're sitting there and what if ants do they file taxes?
I don't know.
Do they have a health plan? Do they have health care? Do they sit there with their little ant families? What if they have families? What if, as a male in the society of ants, you had two jobs. You had a family, you had a child of your own, but you had to go and bang the queen and then come back. You're like, oh, today was hard. I moved a little bit of dirt from A to B, and then I went and nutted off onto the queen. I mean,
But I've seen an ant die, and then the other ants just tore his ass apart and ate him. That's not a human thing.
in some countries, I guess that happens. I mean, they got cannibalism.
Not in Canada. What if ants were the size of humans and we coexisted?
So what if... All right. So you're saying a bunch of 6-foot ants would be roaming around and we'd be living with a bunch of 6-foot ants.
Well, the average height's like 5'8", but yeah, they'd be the same size.
Would we be caught up in the giant ant queue trying to have sex with the queen as well?
I mean, I imagine jobs would go both ways, so you'd probably get caught up in that somehow.
What if we had interspecies babies where ants would have sex with humans and humans would have sex with ants?
So like a real-life Ant-Man.
Well, I think more deformed, not a guy in a suit.
So what would that look like?
We would probably have bald heads, be really tall, pick up heavy things and put them over top of our heads. You could probably move your car.
Think of the advantages, though. I mean, how easy would it be to move your couch?
Would you have an extra pair of arms or an extra pair of legs?
Mm-hmm. Pants would be different.
Where would we poop out of? Do ants poop?
I don't know. I've never seen an ant poop.
Do ants even have dicks?
They've
Or
got to.
vaginas?
If they're fucking the queen, they gotta have dicks.
What if it's just one guy fucking the queen and that's his job?
Why would they all take tickets then, if they know they don't have a dick?
Maybe just to see the show.
Maybe it's to watch. That's what the tickets are for. That's...